Hello, everyone. My name is Tom, and welcome to my podcast. I'm very happy you are here with me today. In this series, we will talk about a very interesting and delicious topic food, and especially my favorite food. Food is a very important part of our life. We eat food every day, many times a day. It gives us energy, helps our body grow, and keeps us healthy. When we eat good food, we feel strong and happy. When we do not eat well, we can feel tired or weak. That is why food is very important for our health and daily life. People all around the world eat different kinds of food. Every country has its own traditional dishes and cooking styles. For example, some countries eat rice every day, some eat bread, and others eat pasta or potatoes. Some people like spicy food, and some people prefer sweet food. Food shows culture and lifestyle, and it is also a way to bring people together. Families and friends often meet and eat together, and this is a very important social activity. Today, I want to talk about my favorite food. My favorite food is pizza. I really like pizza because it is very tasty, warm, and easy to eat. I also like it because you can share it with friends or family. Pizza is popular in many countries, and almost everyone knows it. Pizza is usually made from simple ingredients. The base is dough, then we add tomato sauce and cheese. After that, we can add many different toppings. For example, vegetables like mushrooms, onions, and peppers. Some people like meat toppings like chicken, ham, or sausage. Others like seafood or even simple cheese pizza. There are many types of pizza, so everyone can find something they like. I like pizza because it can be different every time. Sometimes I choose a simple pizza with cheese. Sometimes I choose a pizza with many toppings. I usually eat pizza when I go to a restaurant or when I meet friends. It is a very popular food for parties and celebrations. In this podcast, we will also talk about other foods, different meals during the day, and eating habits in different countries. You will learn simple English words and sentences that you can use in real life when talking about food. Now I want to ask you, what is your favorite food and why do you like it? Food can be divided into many categories. One of the most common ways to group food is healthy food and unhealthy food. Healthy food helps our body grow and stay strong. Unhealthy food can taste good, but we should not eat it too often. Let's start with fruits. Fruits are very healthy food. They are sweet, juicy, and full of vitamins. Some examples of fruits are apples, bananas, oranges, grapes, and strawberries. People usually eat fruits as snacks or desserts. Fruits give us energy and help our body stay healthy. Next are vegetables. Vegetables are also very important for our health. They are less sweet than fruits, but they are full of vitamins and minerals. Some examples are carrots, tomatoes, cucumbers, potatoes, broccoli, and lettuce. Many people eat vegetables with lunch or dinner. Vegetables help our body stay strong and protect us from illness. Now let's talk about fast food. Fast food is food that is quick to prepare and easy to buy. Examples are burgers, fries, hot dogs, and pizza. Fast food is very popular, especially with young people. It is tasty and fast, but it is not always healthy if we eat it too often. That is why we should eat fast food only sometimes, not every day. We also have drinks. Drinks are also part of food habits. People drink water, juice, milk, tea, and coffee. Water is the most important drink because our body needs it every day. Juice is sweet and made from fruit. Tea and coffee are popular in many countries, especially for adults. Now let's practice some simple sentences. I eat an apple every day. Vegetables are healthy. I like pizza, but I eat it sometimes. I drink water every day. Fast food is tasty, but not always healthy. Food is not only about taste, it is also about health and energy. When we choose what we eat, we also choose how we feel. Healthy food gives us strength, and it helps us live better. Now think about your own habits. Do you eat more healthy food or fast food? What fruits and vegetables do you like? We will also learn how people eat during the day and what kinds of food are common at different times. Most people eat 3 main meals a day, but some people also have snacks between meals. The 3 main meals are breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Each meal has a different role and helps our body in a different way. Let's start with breakfast. Breakfast is the first meal of the day. We eat breakfast in the morning after we wake up. It is very important because it gives us energy for the day. Without breakfast, many people feel tired or cannot focus well at school or work. Breakfast can be different in different countries. Some people eat bread with butter, cheese, or jam. Others eat eggs, cereal, yogurt, or fruit. Many people drink milk, tea, coffee, or juice in the morning. A healthy breakfast helps us start the day in a good way. Now let's talk about lunch. Lunch is the meal we eat in the middle of the day, usually around 12 or 1 o'clock. Lunch is often bigger than breakfast because we need more energy for the afternoon. People often eat lunch at school, at work, or at home. Lunch can include many different foods. For example, meat like chicken or fish, vegetables like carrots or salad, rice, pasta, or potatoes. Some people eat sandwiches or soup. Lunch is an important meal because it helps us stay active and not feel tired during the day. Now we come to dinner. Dinner is the last main meal of the day. We usually eat dinner in the evening after work or school. Dinner is often a relaxing meal. Families often eat dinner together and talk about their day. Dinner can be light or heavy, depending on the person. Some people eat soup, salad, or pasta. Others eat meat with vegetables or rice. In some countries, dinner is the biggest meal of the day, while in others, lunch is bigger. Between these meals, many people also eat snacks. Snacks are small portions of food. For example, fruit, biscuits, chocolate, nuts, or yogurt. Snacks help us feel full between meals, but we should not eat too many unhealthy snacks. Now let's practice some simple sentences. I eat breakfast in the morning. Lunch is my biggest meal. I eat dinner with my family. I eat fruit as a snack. Breakfast gives me energy for the day. Food habits are very important because they affect our health and energy. When we eat at regular times and choose good food, we feel better and more active during the day. Everyone has different eating habits, but breakfast, lunch, and dinner are common in many countries. Now think about your daily routine. What do you usually eat for breakfast? What is your favorite meal of the day? Do you prefer big meals or small snacks? We will talk about something very interesting and useful in everyday life: how food is cooked and different cooking methods. When we understand how food is prepared, we can also talk more easily about our favorite meals and recipes. Cooking is the process of making food ready to eat. Different foods need different methods of cooking. Some food is cooked quickly, and some food takes more time. People around the world use many cooking methods, depending on culture, tradition, and available ingredients. Let's start with boiling. Boiling means cooking food in hot water. When water reaches a high temperature, it starts to bubble. We can boil many types of food like eggs, potatoes, rice, pasta, and vegetables. Boiling is often considered a healthy cooking method because it does not need a lot of oil or fat. For example, boiled potatoes or boiled vegetables are simple and healthy meals. Next is frying. Frying means cooking food in hot oil. This method is very popular because it makes food crispy and tasty. People often fry eggs, chicken, fish, and potatoes like French fries. However, fried food is usually not very healthy if we eat too much of it because it contains a lot of oil. That is why fried food is often considered fast food or treat food that we eat sometimes, not every day. Another cooking method is baking. Baking means cooking food in an oven using dry heat. This method is used for bread, cakes, cookies, pizza, and pastries. Baking is very important in many countries because bread and cakes are popular foods. For example, pizza is baked in an oven, and that is why it has a crispy crust and melted cheese on top. We also have grilling. Grilling means cooking food on a grill with direct heat. This method is often used for meat, fish, and vegetables. Grilled food has a special smoky taste. Many people like grilling during summer because they can cook outside with family and friends. For example, grilled chicken or grilled vegetables are popular dishes at barbecues. Another simple method is steaming. Steaming means cooking food using steam from hot water. The food does not touch the water directly. This method is very healthy because it keeps vitamins and nutrients in the food. People often steam vegetables, fish, and dumplings. Steamed food is soft, light, and easy to digest. Now let's put everything together in simple sentences. I boil eggs for breakfast. We fry potatoes for dinner. My mother bakes a cake. We grill meat in summer. Steamed vegetables are very healthy. Cooking is not only about food, but also about creativity and culture. Different countries have different cooking styles. For example, some countries use a lot of spices, while others prefer simple flavors. Some people cook at home every day, while others prefer to eat in restaurants. Now think about your own life. Do you like cooking? What is your favorite cooking method? Do you prefer fried food, baked food, or something healthy like boiled or steamed food? We'll talk about something very practical and fun: restaurants, ordering food, and eating out. This is an important part of life because many people do not always cook at home, and they often eat in restaurants, cafes, or fast food places. Let's start with restaurants. A restaurant is a place where people go to eat food that is prepared by chefs or cooks. There are many types of restaurants in the world. Some restaurants are small and simple, and others are big and expensive. Some restaurants are fast food places, and others are formal restaurants with table service. When you go to a restaurant, you usually sit at a table and wait for a waiter or waitress. The waiter gives you a menu. A menu is a list of food and drinks that you can order. It shows the names of dishes and often the prices too. You can choose what you want to eat and drink from the menu. Now let's talk about ordering food. When you are ready, you tell the waiter your order. For example, you can say, "I would like a pizza," or "Can I have a chicken burger, please?" These are simple and polite phrases. It is important to be polite when you order food in a restaurant. After you order, the kitchen prepares your food. This can take a few minutes or sometimes longer, depending on the dish. When the food is ready, the waiter brings it to your table. Then you can enjoy your meal. Eating in a restaurant is not only about food. It is also a social activity. People often go to restaurants with friends, family, or colleagues. They talk, laugh, and enjoy time together. Sometimes people go to restaurants to celebrate special events like birthdays, holidays, or achievements. Now let's talk about different types of restaurants. There are many kinds. Fast food restaurants. These are places like burger or pizza restaurants where food is prepared quickly. You usually order at the counter and get your food fast. Cafes. These are smaller places where people drink coffee, tea, and eat light meals like sandwiches, cakes, or salads. Casual restaurants. These are normal restaurants where you can sit comfortably and order different types of meals. Fine dining restaurants. These are expensive restaurants with high-quality food and formal service. People often dress nicely when they go there. Now let's learn some useful phrases for restaurants. I would like a menu, please. Can I have water, please? I would like to order a pizza. What do you recommend? Can I have the bill, please? These phrases are very useful when traveling or visiting another country. They help you communicate in simple English when you eat out. Now let's think about food experience. When you eat in a restaurant, you could try new food that you do not usually cook at home. For example, different types of pasta, sushi, burgers, soups, or desserts. Trying new food is a fun way to learn about different cultures. Restaurants also have a special atmosphere. Some are quiet and romantic, some are noisy and busy, and some are very modern and stylish. The atmosphere can change how you feel while eating. Now I want you to think about your own experience. Do you like eating in restaurants? What is your favorite type of restaurant? Have you ever ordered food in English? In this last part of our topic, my favorite food, we will talk about something very interesting and global. Food culture around the world and how people eat in different countries. Food is not only about eating. Food is also about culture, traditions, and lifestyle. Every country in the world has its own special food traditions. These traditions show how people live, what ingredients they use, and how they prepare meals. Let's start with different food cultures. In some countries, people eat a lot of rice every day. Rice is a very important food in many Asian countries. In other countries, people eat a lot of bread, pasta, or potatoes. For example, in many European countries, bread and pasta are very common. In some places, food is very spicy. People use a lot of spices like chili, pepper, and garlic. In other places, food is more simple and mild. Some people like strong flavors, and others prefer light and simple meals. This shows that taste is different in every culture. Now let's talk about eating habits around the world. In some countries, people eat 3 big meals a day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. In other countries, people eat small meals many times a day. In some places, lunch is the biggest meal, while in other places, dinner is the most important meal. For example, in some cultures, families always eat dinner together at home. They sit at the table, talk about their day, and enjoy time together. In other cultures, people may eat quickly because they are busy with work or school. Eating habits depend on lifestyle, work, and traditions. Another important part of food culture is special dishes and traditional food. Every country has dishes that are unique and traditional. These dishes are often prepared for holidays, celebrations, or family events. For example, some foods are made only during festivals or special days. This makes food even more meaningful. Food also connects people. When you travel to another country, trying local food is one of the best ways to understand the culture. You can learn about history, ingredients, and cooking styles just by tasting different dishes. Food brings people together and helps them share experiences. Now let's review some simple sentences. Different countries have different food cultures. People around the world eat different types of food. Food is part of culture and tradition. I like trying food from other countries. My favorite food is pizza because it is tasty. Now, at the end of this podcast series, let's remember everything we learned. We started with the idea of food and my favorite dish. Then we talked about food types, meals of the day, cooking methods, restaurants, and finally food culture around the world. Now I want to ask you one final question. What did you learn from this podcast? And what is your favorite food from another country that you would like to try? Thank you very much for listening to all 6 blocks. Goodbye, and keep practicing your English every day.
Write a comment. 3 best comments get 20 English lessons completely free.